One of the biggest pains in life is comparing yourself to others. We look at someone's success and wonder, why not me? We forget that her path and ours are not the same. If a fish spends its whole life trying to fly like a bird, it will always think it's not good enough, even if it can swim across the ocean. These days, social media has made this habit even worse. We scroll through pictures of perfect lives, smiling faces, and big achievements. And slowly, we start to feel small. We forget our own strengths, our unique journey, our quiet victories. That's why today's story is for anyone who has ever thought, I'll never be as good as them. Once upon a time, in a peaceful little village near a forest, lived a boy named Ethan. He was kind, hardworking, and always tried his best. But there was one thing that constantly made him sad. He couldn't stop comparing himself to others. At school, Ethan often looked at his friend Liam, who always got the highest grades, and sighed. I wish I were as smart as him. When he saw his rich neighbor Ryan, he thought, I wish I had that kind of money. Even during games, if someone ran faster than him, Ethan felt like he wasn't good enough. Slowly, this habit began to steal his joy. He couldn't concentrate on his studies, he stopped enjoying simple things, and he started believing he would never be good at anything. One day, an old man named Grandpa Joe came to visit the village. He was known for his kindness and wisdom. People often went to him for advice. Ethan gathered his courage and said, Grandpa, I work so hard, but when I see others doing better, I feel really sad. It feels like I'll never be enough. Grandpa Joe smiled gently. Come to the oldest tree in the village tomorrow morning, he said. You'll find your answers there. The next morning, Ethan arrived early. The sun was rising, painting the forest in golden light. Grandpa Joe was already there, waiting beside the giant old tree. Look around carefully, Ethan, he said. What do you see? Ethan looked around and replied, There are so many trees, Grandpa. Some are tall, some short. Some have many fruits, some have none. Grandpa Joe smiled. Now, imagine if this apple tree said, I wish I were tall like that coconut tree. Or if the coconut tree said, I wish I had sweet fruits like apples. Wouldn't that sound silly? Ethan laughed. Yes, Grandpa, that would be silly. Exactly, Grandpa Joe said softly. Each tree has its own beauty, its own purpose. Together, they make this forest peaceful and beautiful. Life is just like that. Every person has something unique, a strength, a gift, a story. Then Grandpa Joe took Ethan to a nearby pond. Fish were swimming gracefully in the water, and a bird was flying freely in the sky above. Now tell me, Ethan, Grandpa asked, if the fish said, I wish I could fly like that bird, would that be right? Ethan shook his head. No, Grandpa, fish are made for swimming. Birds are made for flying. Grandpa Joe smiled again. So why do you want to be like someone else? You have your own path too. Maybe you just haven't discovered it yet. Find your strengths and move forward with them. That's how you'll find happiness. Something shifted inside Ethan that day. For the first time, he saw himself clearly. He realized that comparing himself to others was like asking a fish to fly. From then on, Ethan stopped looking sideways. He focused on his own growth, his own rhythm, his own dreams. With time and hard work, he built his own business and became a source of inspiration for the entire village. Whenever people asked, how did you become so successful? He would smile and say, never compare yourself with others. If a fish tries to fly, it will always feel like a failure. But if it focuses on swimming, it can own the whole ocean. Remember, the sun and the moon never shine at the same time, but both are equally important. Walk your own path. Shine in your own way. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to Inspirelish Tales for more heart-touching stories like this one.